So I'm thinking more and more about this whole situation with this 1984 Toyota Huntsman that I had intended to buy. And that's like 2 weeks from now. And I have discovered that I have to replace the axle, and it doesn't have power steering. Those are the cons. It isn't pretty yet, and that's not necessarily a con. The pros are that it's close by, which means that it won't be hard to rope somebody into coming with me. It will be hard to rope a mechanic into coming with me, but I can get somebody, a driver to come with me. That won't be so hard. Let's see. It's close by. And then it's not been beautified yet, which means that I can go in and I can paint it and I can make it, the way I want it to look, the way I'll be comfortable living in it. To me, that's a plus. It has the rear dinette that I want, and it has the overhead bunk also, the full-time overhead bunk, so that I can use. I have this idea that I want to do with it, where I want to use the half of the overhead bunk that is goes toward the wall, because it's like a queen size bed size. So I want to use like half of it up to the front window as storage, because I'm going to have a lot of photography equipment, and I don't want it outside in a box where it can be more easily stolen or destroyed or rear-ended or something. I don't want that. I want it inside. So I want to use that overhead bunk for storage. I'm going to have my cameras and tripods, and also I'm going to have a high-end scanner and a laser printer. No, sorry, I changed my mind. I'm getting an inkjet printer. But it's a wide format printer that it does up to 11 by 14s. And so I need a place to put those. And I had the idea that the front half of it, that I could use that as sort of a stand-up desk, where I could have the printer and the scanner and the laptop, hang a television there so that I could see it from the bed, from the, and because look at my size plus the my body, my pains and my knees and my everything. There's very little chance of me being able to comfortably crawl through. There's like a little hole, under the overhead bunk that goes into the cab, and smaller, more agile people hop in there and they climb in the seat and they don't have any trouble with that. I find it very highly unlikely that I will ever do that. So I don't have a problem with hanging a TV there, blocking that a little bit. I was thinking that I could even maybe put some shelves in there, in the hole, like 2 or 3 shelves there, where I could store, I don't know, shoes. If I put lips on them, I could make it a pantry. So that was why I really like the idea of having both the overhead cab and the rear dinette. So I don't have to climb into the cab to sleep. I can have the rear dinette set up all the time. I don't need an extra dinette or an extra desk because I'll have that there. And stand-up desks, there's a lot of research that says that stand-up desks are more creative, help you stay more creative because they keep you more active, so your brain is working. So, I don't know, I kind of like that. So, God knows, I need to not sit so much. Also, because it has the full-size overhead, I can stand in it. Okay, so those are the Those are the pros. Okay, here's the cons. Again, I'm going to go over the cons again because I just forgot to add some things. Okay, so replacing the axle. I have an awesome friend. His name is Matt, who is a mechanic here in town, and he works in a shop where they do tires and rear ends and front ends and all that stuff. That's what he does. It's his specialty. And I talked to him about it, and he said, well, it sounds like a huge thing to put in a new axle, but it's really not that big of a deal. You just take off the tires and the wheels, and boom, there's your axle. Unbolt it, pull it out, put in a new one. I mean, obviously, there's more to it than that, but he says it's not as big a deal as it sounds like to somebody who doesn't know. And so the real problem then is finding an axle. Well, I found an axle in California. A man who is parting out an older, I think it was an 86 or an 87, I forget what. And I sent him an email. Oh, sorry. So I sent him an email, and I said, asked him, is the axle still available? He said, yes, it is. Well, actually, he sent me back an email and he said, yes. And then so I sent him another email and I said, can you find out how much it would cost me to ship it here to add to the price? And he sent me back an email that said, no. So I thought that was weird. So I sent him back a reply and I said, no, you won't ship it? And he won't answer me. So that was odd. I don't know, maybe he sold it and he's like, I'm not gonna even bother with that anymore. People can be weird. Anyway, so then somebody told me about a place called Diamond Axle, and they're in Colorado, and they actually make the axles that I need, the 6-lug floating whatever axle. It says it on their website. So I called them and I left a message. Hi, Victoria. This is my phone number, I'm looking for a replacement axle for a 1984 Toyota Huntsman, and I need to know how much the part would cost, plus I need to know how much it would cost to have it shipped to me here in Hot Springs. 71901 is the zip code. No answer. Nothing. So I wait a couple days, I call him back. And I basically say the same thing I did start out with. This is my second message. Basically the same information. 84 Toyota Huntsman, shipping, blah, yada, yada. So, nothing. I get no call back. Repeated my phone number twice. So, and I think I'm pretty good at enunciating my words, so I don't think that that's why they're not calling me back. Anyway, so I waited a few days. Nothing. So I called him again. I get the voicemail again. So I leave another message, and I said, and by the way, it's pretty rude that you won't even, return my call. I mean, if your website says that you make these axles, so if you don't make the axles, or you don't want to make the axle, or you don't want to ship the axle, or, whatever, call me and tell me that. It's just rude. So they'll probably never call me. So yeah, finding an axle. It's not so hard to find one. Pretty hard to get somebody to talk to you about it, apparently. Okay, moving on. So then there was this other woman on my Toyota owners Facebook group who had texted me and she told me about her RV, and I think I've told you about it before. It's beautiful. It's a 1986, and so there's no issue with the axle. I talked to her last night or this morning, I think, and she said it doesn't have power steering. She doesn't know if it has power steering or not, which makes me think. She said that it's never been an issue, so I just assume. Of course, I don't know how strong she is. I don't know. Anyway, but okay, so here's the cons on this one. First big giant con. She can't take less than $5,500 for it, which I was hoping to spend $3,500 or less. I know that seems like a little bit to a lot of people. A lot of people think, oh, these are collector's items. You should be paying $10,000 for them. And those people are people with a lot of money who think that everybody should pay a lot of money for things, frankly. Anyway, because I see them all the time for about $3,500. And no, they're not in perfect condition, or they haven't been updated and made beautiful yet. And, that's fine. Yes, I will spend another $2,000, $3,000, or $4,000 updating it and making it the way I want it. Yes, but I won't have to do it today. I can do it a little at a time. It's like layaway. Do you remember layaway? Anyway, so anyway, that's a big con, $5,500, because it's $2,000 more than I really have to spend, because I have some other, I have obligations that I have to do with this money that I have coming in. Important obligations. Some of them can't be put off. They just can't. Some of them can, though. I was thinking about that today, how some of them can be put off. Yeah. Anyway. Another con is that it's in North Dakota, quite a ways away. Although she did offer to drive down south and meet me, at some point, which that could be good. So I would have to, now more than likely I wouldn't be able to get somebody to go on a trip like that with me. So I just don't have those kind of friends who have that sort of freedom here. And so I would probably have to take the bus. So that's a little more expense right there. Plus time. Maybe a train. Anyway, so there's that. That's a con. That's all the cons I can think of, though, because the pluses on this one are that you don't need to fix the axle, may or may not need to fix the power steering. It's already been beautified. It's not exactly my colors, but it's close. She's already painted all the cabinetry white, and then she's accented it with looks like a turquoise or teal color, lighter, like ocean color maybe. Anyway, and I like that. I prefer purple. I'm not wearing purple today, but I usually have some purple somewhere. Oh, I am wearing purple today. My pants. Can you see my pants? It looks kind of brown, but anyway, that's purple. I almost always have some sort of purple somewhere. Something. I have purple flowers, behind me there, those dark purple. That's because I like that really dark purple. And there's my purple doTERRA box right there. And yeah, I've always got purple. But I thought, with the teal accents, wouldn't that look pretty? It wouldn't be overly purple, because then I could just use my purple comforter and add in a few things that are purple, and then it would be, that would be so pretty. I really like the idea of that. I really do. And so that's kind of like, that's a plus. I'm not saying it's not worth the money. It's the having the money. That's all. Having the money. That's it. So So I was talking to my daughter today, though, because she's the one I'm selling my car to, and she was telling me she needs to pick up the car a little earlier than she originally said. So I wanted to know if she could do that so she could get a better job that she needs to drive to and get more money. And I was like, yeah, it's not a big deal because it looks like I'm not going to get my RV right now anyway, and I'm going to be on the bus anyway. So what difference does it make if I'm on the bus, this week or 2 weeks from now? Not that big a deal. Just go down and buy a bus pass. I mean, it is kind of a pain, but I can't walk that far very well. But anyway, so I was telling her, so she said, well, why aren't you getting your RV? And I told her, the whole story. And she says, oh, well, you should get that one because that's the one that you want. And I'll help you because he's going to have this job. No. So it made me start thinking about how I could maybe rearrange the money that I need to spend in the way, maybe there's some way that I could buy it outright and then have her help me with the other obligations. Or maybe I could get this lady, maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to ask somebody that doesn't know you in another state. Can you take payments or hold it? Right. Right. They're not going to do that. Why would they? I wouldn't. But, I don't know. Maybe we could work something out. Maybe. How do you like this stuff? This is my lace. I was playing with it in there. I don't think I ever told you, but I have a back here through that door. Can you see it? Can you see that door right there? Through that door is my boudoir studio. Where it's not ready. I haven't done any photos yet in there, but I'm putting together a boudoir studio that it's got a bed and drapey things and lingerie and whatnot, and trying to make it really nice. And then I'm going to be doing, hopefully, do some boudoir photography in there. Which, okay, if you're a guy and you're watching that and you heard what I said, watching this and you heard what I said, this is the reaction that I get from all the guys, and I don't understand it. I don't know if they think they're being funny. I don't appreciate it, but they're like, oh, I'm going to be doing some porn. No, it's not porn. It's portraits in a softer setting, a less structured setting, that often turn out to be quite sexy feeling. It doesn't involve taking your clothes off. Not usually. It could, it could, but it's not porn. It's not pictures of boobies. If there's a naked woman, she's going to be artfully arranged, in an interesting, sensual way. So yeah, it's about angles and shadows, and it's different from portraiture. Didn't mean to go off on that. I'm just really sick and tired of these crazy guys saying, "Oh, you're doing porn." Not porn. It's not even close. Anyway, lost my train of thought. I'm talking too long again. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'm trying to figure out the best course of action. Oh, so third option. Of course, I haven't got these people to answer me, so it may not be an option at all, but I did find on Craigslist a 1991 V6 with a rear dinette here in Arkansas, not very far away. Well, it's kind of far away. It's up northern Arkansas. That is right in my price range, provided it's an actual real ad and not a fake weird scam. I don't know why they do that. And con on this one is that it hasn't been painted yet, which is fine. That's not that big of a deal. I can enjoy painting it probably. The only big con on this one is that it has a pop top. So it doesn't have the tab over. It has a little bit of a thing there. And I think when you pop it up, then there will be a bunk there. But it's not like a full cab over. And it's not tall until you pop it up. But I think I could make that work. I think there's enough space there that I could put my printer and my scanner and my computer and stuff there, and then only have to pop up the top when I need it. It does concern me that, like, if I'm boondocking, say maybe at a like a parking lot or somewhere, that I don't know if I feel comfortable popping the top up so that I can get around inside. I don't know. And like I said, I sent them an email last night and they haven't answered me, so it may be sold or it may be a scam, or there's no telling, so I don't know about that. That would solve a lot of problems, though. $19.91 for $3,500 seems like, why is it so cheap? On the other hand, and also, it says it's called a Starlight, and I tried to look up more pictures online so I could get. Nobody ever puts enough pictures, just in my opinion, to give you really good idea of the layout. Excuse me. I don't know why I keep yawning. So I tried to, Google 91 Toyota Starlight online and get some images and see. There's a Toyota Starlet, which is a little compact car. I don't know why it's not coming up. Unless it's a scam. I don't know. But honestly, that one, if that's real, and it's that price, and it's not sold, that one would solve my problems. That would solve all of my problems, really. And I mean, like I said, I'm not thrilled with the pop-up top, but as long as the canvas is good, I guess I could deal with it. And you know what I keep forgetting? Well, and then I remind myself, is that whatever I buy at the end of this month, or if I hang on a minute and I don't buy something right away, of course that's dangerous because the money gets spent. But whatever I buy, I'm not planning to head into Mexico for, 2 years or maybe a little longer than that. So it's not like I'm locked in. Because theoretically, I could update it, make it beautiful, add solar or whatever, and then sell it for a profit, and then buy something else, provided I don't, wreck it. I have such crazy luck. But anyway, yeah. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. Oh, when I decided I was going to make I bought these. Okay, I have to tell you. I bought these shorts. And I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I bought them at the college bookstore. I'm getting ready to show them to you. They're over there. I bought them at the college bookstore, and I saw them, and I was like, oh, these come in my size. Not that I would wear them, like out, but I thought, oh, these would be nice to sleep in the summer when it's hot. And they would be, if they fit. And the thing is, it's funny is because I know better. I don't know what I was thinking. I know better. Because in the college bookstore, all the clothes that they have are junior sizes. They don't say they're juniors. They are juniors, though. They're for, little college girls. you know, big fat old ladies. Okay, here they are. They're so stupid. I can't believe I bought these. Because after, I guess I never even held them up or anything to me. Because after I got them home and I held them up to my, you know, held them up to me, I was like, what on earth was I thinking? And can I get rid of these somehow? Or should I hang on to them? I don't know, but there they are. Can you see? Let me see back. Look at that little, they're like booty shorts. They're like booty shorts. I don't know what I was thinking. And yeah, see there? See right there? See right there, it says, what's it say there? 2X. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So, what was I thinking? Want to buy some 2X shorts that say National Park College on them? On the other hand, I'm working on losing some weight. Maybe they will fit me and they'll be my perfect pajama shorts. Who knows? Okay, so that's all I'm going to say today. I already have my next video planned though, I think. I'm working on the okay, I said I was going to, anyway, I'm working on the lighting and I'm still not happy. And I know that a big part of the reason why I don't like the lighting is because of this camera, because I'm using this webcam. But it's easy. It's so easy. I don't have to upload it. I can just, boom, there it is. And I like that. I just wish the webcam worked better. I don't like the color is just awful on this webcam. I don't know how. I wonder if there's some settings I could look at. Anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about today. So I hope you enjoy my videos. You know, if you do, be sure and click subscribe there right next to my name. Thumbs up if you're enjoying it and you find any kind of value in what I'm talking to you about. You know, you might even want to share it. Wouldn't that be nice? Share the video. That's the great thing about Facebook and Google Plus. You can just share. Instagram. I don't know if you can share a video on Instagram. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Twitter. I haven't set up my Twitter and my Instagram yet. I still need to do that. I'm just very overwhelmed. So many things going on. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say today. So thank you for watching, and I hope you're enjoying it. So, peace. I'm Victoria.
That was one page in this whole book, that's all where I could read.